Evening YouTube. It's Friday the 5th of July and it is a hot one here in the UK. We normally have rain this time of year, so to have an actual sustained period of hot warm weather is quite something, and we're very ill prepared for this sort of thing. So first thing first, the heat is affecting speech. I would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. CKJ Crypto News for his tip. The first we've ever had. And basically just for making these stupid photos of him. Because he says so many things that you can just change into a bit of fun. So he always says it's going to be one hell of a ride. I thought, you know what? He obviously loves roller coasters, that's for sure. And oh, I'm sure there'll be more to come as we all go along this journey. I think the first, there's this one as well. This one, you know, that's for sure. That was a better take on the meme. And probably my favourite one is the researching research with Brad. That's for sure. So if you don't already tune in to Mr. CKJ Crypto News, he does a very, very good job at finding lots of connections, a lot of information that, you know, I don't think a lot of people would even bother to really dig as deep as he does. So he's definitely one to watch, and you know, he really does share some really good information and make some very good connections. So if you haven't already, check him out. And again, thank you very much for that tip. Yeah, very much appreciated and completely unexpected. So thank you. So that's for sure. Let's have a look at today's snapshot from this morning. So this was 13 hours ago. So price had been respecting the weekly trend line still, and we were pushing down at the 47 cents level. Down on the 4 hour, again, you can sort of see price had pushed up. We were popping down, and I was thinking, you know, is this level going to hold? Because you can see we've got structure here. So let's jump onto the chart and then we'll see what's going on. So on the daily, let's just get rid of these. You know, you can see where price has really pushed down into this zone, and we're starting to pull back up. So we're pulling back above 47. So that's, you know, for price going up, that's a good sign. We've still got a few hours left of the day, but going down the time frame, so we've basically had break below, we've had a pullback. Again, we've respected that weekly trend line. EMAs are starting to cross, and price is now failing to break through previous structure again. See, it's pushing up. So it's interesting to see what's going on. Let's just see where price did push down. So we had, okay, that's interesting, 45. I mean, again, there's not really much to sort of share because, you know, there's two things. I mean, at the moment, the biggest thing for me is we're still respecting this trend line. I think if it's going to break from this level, there's a good chance it could retest the 200 EMA, which, looking left, would put us back up here in line with these highs at around the sort of 53 cents level. So we'll see what goes on. I mean, again, what I pointed out yesterday was there's a good chance that price could just sort of start to range in this zone. Obviously, we pushed up, pushed back below, and again, it's just really sideways. I think it will be interesting to see what effect the opening of that SBI exchange has. But as I sort of say, I don't tend to look at the news for what's going on with the price. I look at what the price is telling me. So let's just pop down to the 1 hour, just to have a little look and see what is going on. And again, see what's happened here on the 1 hour. We've broken down. We've gone now. So you can see price pushed up first of all. We were testing the 200 EMA, testing, rejecting. We came down, respecting the 50. Then price popped up. So we popped up above the 200, started to respect the 14, got to the weekly trend line, rejected, pushed back down, come back down to the 200 EMA. Price popped back up, but we created a lower high. Price pushed back down. Eventually, it found its way below the trend line and tried to push back up. Again, you could see it had a lower high there. Price pushed down, lower high there, pushed down, and now we've hit a lower high. But what's happened now on the 1 hour is that price is pushed below the 200. We've popped back up. We've retested the 200 and the 50. Look at that crossover there. And now, potentially, price could start to push down towards the top of this zone. So around the sort of 40, I think 45, 400 sort of level, we've got this sort of structure here. I mean, looking at the weekly, obviously we're coming towards the end of the week now. So let's just have a quick, and again, if, you know, the weekly close, if next week, well, if the candle, I feel like Porky Pig, can't get the bloody words out. You know, price push back up. We've really, on the weekly, we've pushed back up and pushing down. So if we don't close above this wick, I feel we're at least going to fill this wick next week. But I'm still looking down at retesting 30, 23 and 20. I just, again, like I said yesterday, if you're an institutional bank and you've got lots of money, what price would you want to buy at? Would you want to buy here, or would you want to buy down here? I mean, 15 cents is, you know, I don't even know. I know the price was way below 15 cents a few years ago, but obviously the charts here only sort of go back to May of 2017. So, you know, there's probably lows lower than the 15 cents. So who knows? But if this goes, worst case scenario, of course, where it might go. But if you're a bank and you want to get the best return on investment, you'd get the price go back down here. It's just what happens. You see it in shares when some news comes out. You know, they say that saying, buy on rumour, sell on news. So in the lead up to some news release, I mean, a lot of the shares I used to watch were like sort of oil shares. So a drill will be going on, and you know, they're trying to figure out how many barrels of oil they've discovered, or if there is even a discovery. Or if it's going to be a duster. For anyone that's not familiar with what a duster is, it's when they drill a hole and they find fecal oil, and then the sell price, you know, the share price just collapses. So, you know, and the lead up to this drill, the drill's going through, not releasing any data, people are buying and sitting in anticipation of buying, it's building up. So then what's happening is the smart money, as that price is steadily rising up, these people that took a position before the hype about this share started, they were getting in, and then in the lead up to the drill, hype's building, the price is going up, so all the smarter people, they're starting to either take some money out, so they've got a free ride. So, you know, for example, if they put £1,000 in and the price got up to 2,000 for their shares, they'd sell half, take their initial stake back, then they've got free money. So if it does go down, it doesn't affect them. If it goes up, they still got money, but they're putting themselves to sort of break even. And then what you see is an RNS will come out, and it will say whatever it's going to say. So if it's good news, I've seen it when good news happens and the share price just starts to drop and people are trying to figure out what's going on, and it's just people just sell when news comes out because they know everyone else is going to sell when news comes out. So then the price dips, and then what they then do is buy back in and get a better price, and then it starts to rally. And I think the same will sort of happen with this. I mean, it just makes more sense if you understand, or if you've traded shares or watched shares or understand how the market is manipulated by people with big money. It's just how it goes. And if you're going to get the best price, this could be the best product on the market. But if you still want to get the best price, so you're going to look for a premium price. A premium price would be sort of 15 cents. Imagine how many more. If you were at 47 cents. So just say, for argument's sake, we were at sort of 50 cents. Why would you buy at 50 cents when you could get 2.5 times more, almost 3 times more? It is 3 times, nearly 3.5 times more, sorry. Why would you buy at 50 cents when you could get 3.5 times more for the same amount of money down here? You just would, wouldn't you? And, you know, institution, they get sign off, boom, they're all going to short it. In my opinion, they'd short the market, push the price down, then they buy it, go along. In that panic, everyone will go, you know, told you, it's rubbish, and then they'll get left behind. So, we will see what happens tomorrow. I mean, there's not a lot more to add to the price action, but I still think, let's just go back to the 4 hour. So we're nearly 2 hours in now, and again, 2 hours in, and price is still making lower highs. Lower high, lower high. If we break this low, we could push down, and we could possibly create a lower high, around the 45,800. But I think we're as long as we're staying below this pink weekly trend line, I think we still got more downside to come. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video. If you think someone else might like it, please share. Obviously, I've started to build up quite a few videos now on YouTube, a bit of continuity, a bit of a story on the most recent price action going back the last sort of 2.5 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see, looking back in a few months, few years' time, how these predictions played out. I've still put an idea, I put a public idea on XRP on the daily chart. So again, let's just go here. And ideas published. So let's have a look at my XRP. Last one, I need to update that as well. That got filled. Where the bloody hell? Right. XRP. Oh, Bitcoin. We'll just check these out then. So on the 29th of June, so probably about a week ago, so probably 7 candles. We can have 7 candles. Let's just see if this wants to play ball. Let's see if it'll let me expand this. Let's just see what's happened. So this is when I posted it on the 29th of June. Look at that price. Again, it's just jumped up to the trend line and popped down. And this is what happened last time. Where's the other one? Bitcoin. Here we go, 13th of June. Daily chart, 13th of June. Watch this. This is what I mean. So about weekly trend lines, how strong they are. This is Bitcoin, okay? And this is 13th of June, so almost 4 weeks ago now. And, it started to respect it. Obviously, it had broke on this one. But you can see that we've come back up into structure, hit these levels. It's creating a bit of a flag. So, yeah. I was saying short on this one. So again, just a price prediction I popped up as well. This was on the 30th of June, the day after for Bitcoin. Again on the daily chart. So we come down up into structure. So 618. I think price has pushed a bit higher, to be fair. Yeah. So, but again, we can see we're still respecting this. Price has not closed. Well, for one, it hasn't closed above this high, this open, not above these highs, not above these wicks, not above these highs. So we're still in a bearish. But what I wanted to get to was XRP, going off on Bitcoin. That was it. Yeah, it was XRP we were looking at. Let's say 29th of June, weekly trend line and pop. So we're respecting the weekly trend line, and as you can see, price hasn't really been doing much other than moving sideways. This is, look, if that was this week, you'd know about it, wouldn't you? I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3. So probably in 2 weeks, the price went from, it almost went up 100% in value within 10 days. We've got about 10 days worth of information just there, and look, it's just gone sideways. So we'll keep track of that moving forward. Another thing, obviously, this book, The Daily Stoic, really enjoying it, by Ryan Holiday. So if you're into reading, I would highly recommend that book. Along with his other ones, The Obstacle is the Way and Ego is the Enemy. It's just really good, great content. So I'm constantly amazed by how easily we love ourselves above all others, yet we put more stock in the opinions of others than our own estimation of self. How much credence we give to the opinions of our peers have of us, and how little to our very own. That's Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. And that was written in... Marcus, if you've read Meditations, I think they're written up in like AD 167. So, way back when, and he was thinking, profound stuff he was thinking then compared to what we got now. Different problems, but same thoughts. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and then got a few more books on my desk. But again, you can't. I mean, these are the books that I've read. As you can see, there's plenty in there, and that's just from the last year. Mindset was really good. Way the Turtle was a good one. Trading in the Zone, really good for traders and this sort of stuff. Market Wizards was really good actually as well. Lots of interviews with lots of different traders. Are techniques, what they do, different things. Obviously books about habit, meditation, power of now, the secret, 3 things successful people do, grit, obviously beating anger, obviously if you're like me, got a bit of a temper sometimes, power of positive thinking, 50 Cent, the 50th Law, that was good, with Dr. Robert Greene. This one, if you haven't, amazing book, amazing biography, really, really good. What else was really good? 3 Feet from Gold, that was really good. Chimp Paradox, again, really good. I mean, again, just have a look on my Twitter. There's so many books in there that are worth reading. Some you can't really see because they're so small. But anyway, I'm just waffling now. So again, thank you to CKJ Crypto News for the tip. Very much appreciated. Again, go check him out at CKJ Crypto News. But yeah, in the meantime, if you enjoyed the content, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I mean, I do these pretty much every day now, so it's become such a habit. And it's, you know, my aim is to try and point out areas to be mindful of on the chart. Ultimately, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know what the future holds. I'm not an expert, as I keep putting in here. I'm not an expert. It's just my views, my opinions on what price is telling me and my interpretation of that. It sometimes going to be wrong, sometimes going to be right. I'd like to think I'm more right than I'm wrong at the moment, which, again, well, you can have a scroll through and you can see in the media, if you look at the photos, I mean, you know, there's plenty in there. There's plenty in there to go back, and obviously all my videos are on my YouTube channel. So if you go on my YouTube, you can see we've got 20 videos now in price action, 4x reviews. There's one here that I did that's about an hour long about momentum. So that video, it's was on Bitcoin, bearish momentum, and basically about how to set up a chart, what you can look for, just simple things to set a chart. So if you are watching these videos that I do, you can follow along and you can at least sort of start to try and learn some things, because I know that I had to fail a lot before I understood how to read a chart. I'm still learning now, and I'm still making mistakes, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. But yeah, it's easier to get it right from the start than it is to have to do what I did, which is unlearn lots of very, very bad habits before everything starts clicking and falling into place. But anyway, enjoy your weekend, everyone, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. We'll see what price is doing.